Hello everyone and welcome back to Tea Talk with Tyra. Today we're going to be talking about the state of Astrologian in the Shadowbringers expansion, which we all know has been a hot button issue for the last few weeks. The balancing patch did come in a while ago, so I will be explaining these changes and how it impacts the job as a whole. So I do have some mixed feelings about this new form of Astrologian, but let me start by saying that I really enjoy this rendition of the job more than the Stormblood version. I felt like Stormblood Astrologian was too powerful, it always held a guaranteed raid spot, and overall I just didn't really find it that fun. That was one of the reasons why I actually switched over to Scholar for the expansion. I really love playing underdog healers, so I've decided on Astrologian for my main class this expansion. With that being said, I think Astrologian undeniably suffers from some pretty glaring issues with the way the class was designed in comparison to the other healers. Scholar and White Mage are way less reliant on GCD healing, and sometimes it feels like Astrologian just doesn't have access to the same options when it comes to single target damage. I'll go further in depth on leveling in a second, but Astrologian really struggles with heavy single target damage before the addition of Celestial Intersection and Essential Dignity's second charge at levels 74 and 78 respectively. This is my primary issue with the current Astrologian. Dealing with wall-to-wall pulls while leveling just seems more difficult than the other two healers. White Mage and Scholar have so many high potency heals both on and off the global cooldown to help deal with heavy single target damage, which allows them to shift between healing and DPSing seamlessly. When White Mages have access to things like Benediction, Afflatus Solus, Tetragrammaton, and Scholars have access to Fey Union, Excogitation, Lustrate, and Recitation, Astrologian has Essential Dignity, Aspected Benefic, and later Celestial Intersection. The potency just doesn't really compare. When Essential Dignity is on cooldown, Astrologian either pulls out every trick in the book or that tank is going down. From a personal standpoint, this is incredibly fun for me. I really enjoy that high pressure environment where making quick decisions results in life or death, and I think with a little bit of fine tuning, these experiences are what will finally move the Final Fantasy community away from spamming Royal to actually healing. But I understand that from a design and balancing standpoint, this isn't what's good for the game as it is right now. A lot of people have moved away from playing Astrologian because it's simply weaker than the other two healers. So the changes to the card system have not gone over well with the greater community, but it's grown on me honestly. I was initially really skeptical because I felt like the complexity of the old card system was what made Astrologian Astrologian. But the high speed, high reaction times of this new system has been really engaging. I love the way divination works, I really love sleeve draw, and I love the 3 charges on redraw. I realize now that the class's identity was never really about cards in the first place. It's always been about utility. Think about it, Astrologian has Earthly Star, cards, horoscope, essential dignity, divination, and neutral sect. These are all really unique tools that the other healers can't really replicate, so I think Shadowbringers has really helped Astrologian find its special niche. Neutral sect gives you the ability to use both healing over time and absorbs. Horoscope and Earthly Star are both really proactive heals that can turn the tide of battle when used preemptively. Essential Dignity is the only heal that scales with the damage the target has taken. The card system is unique for obvious reasons. Astrologian is set apart because of its utility, and I think that this is an identity that Square should really focus on in the future expansions. Let me start by saying that I think the recent balance changes were completely warranted. When Shadowbringers launched, Astrologian really just fell behind in terms of both damage and healing, so I'm glad to see changes to Celestial Opposition, Gravity, and Divination specifically. The first change listed on the website is Gravity, and this is a really huge change. With Gravity's cast time being reduced to Malefic's cast time, Astrologian is better suited to weaving damage in between heals. This is a pretty big thing in dungeons. The cast times on Helios and aspected Helios have been reduced, so that's a nice plus. There's been a slight buff on the aspected Helios and diurnal sect, as the healing potency of the initial AoE heal has been increased. Light speed is now 90 seconds, and that's great. Celestial Opposition. This is easily one of the best changes to Astrologian this patch. Recast timer is now 60 seconds. The range has been increased from 10 yalms to 20, and the healing potency is now 200. The regen potency has been increased from 60 to 100. Remember that this is a massive free healing spell every 60 seconds, and it is easily one of the best tools in Astrologian's toolkit. It is a game changer. Horoscope's potency is increased by 100 in both forms, and the duration has been extended to 30 seconds. I think a lot of people are really sleeping on this ability. I think it's really strong, and I think this will become increasingly relevant during Savage content. Celestial Intersection has been buffed, and it was already really great. Healing potency has been increased 50, so it's now 200, and the regen potency in Nocturnal Sect is now 150. This is really great for Astrologian's single target healing potential. They don't struggle with single target damage in trials or raids, but it does become a pretty big issue in dungeons, and I think this represents a positive change. To wrap things up, I'm largely happy with the changes patch 5.05 have brought us. Astrologian feels more in line with the other healers while maintaining its focus on unique utility. As far as our abilities go, I think people really underestimate the power of Nocturnal Sect. I've been using it more than Diurnal since Shadowbringers launched, and it's only gotten better after the changes to Celestial Opposition and Celestial Intersection. Horoscope and Celestial Opposition are going to be really big, y'all. CO is only a minute cooldown, and it's really powerful. Horoscope is 100% free, and it only gets stronger if Helios is used. I have a feeling that both of these abilities are going to become increasingly relevant when optimization comes into play, and I'm not the only one who believes this. Astrologian will have a raid spot post-optimization, mark my words. And that's all I have for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to comment and subscribe if you enjoy my perspectives. I really want to hear what you guys have to say on this issue especially. See you all next time.